Chapter 1082. Fury didn't care much about a villa, so it is certainly impossible to give it to the Richard family. After all, he is not such a fool, but letting them live for 10 years is actually not a big problem for him. So Fury said indifferently, 10 years is 10 years, but you must concentrate on doing things for me, get Alex as soon as possible, and I will reward you again. The Lady Richard hurriedly pulled the family and bowed to Fury. Her excitement was beyond words. The other members of the Richard family were also very excited, and as a result, the Richard family had completely turned over. Not only was the Richard group saved, but they were also able to live in Beacon Top's villa, which is equivalent to better than the best time before. Moreover, Fury also promised to support the Richard group. Maybe the Richard group can make breakthrough progress with his help. Fury said at this time, I will arrange for someone to go to Beacon Top to check the house situation, and by Beacon Top A06 or A08 as soon as possible. Today, you will stay in the guest room for the time being. When I prepare everything, I will send you back to Oris Hill, and then my investment to the Richard group will also be directly credited to your company's account. The Richard family was so excited that they quickly thanked and agreed. Then the family was arranged by the subordinates to the guest room area of Wales House. The Wales Villa occupies a huge area and is divided into 3 areas. One area is the area where the Whale family lives by themselves, the other area is dedicated to the subordinates, and the other area is dedicated to the guests. The Wales Villa bought a large piece of land and built it by himself. The scale is several times the size of the Beacon Top Villa. There are more than a dozen guest rooms, and it is easy to arrange them for a family of 5. The servants of Wales family took them to the guest room area and gave them 4 rooms. Lady Richard, Harold and Olivia each had a room, and Michael and Lucy and his wife lived together naturally. As soon as they returned to their respective rooms, Michael couldn't wait to hold Lucy in his arms, and said anxiously, My wife, you have been wronged during this time, and I miss you, wife. While talking, I have to take off the clothes of the red thread. Lucy was also very emotional in her heart. Having not seen her husband for such a long time, she suddenly reunited with him. Moreover, the two are also in the year of the tiger and wolf. At this time, each other is married. But Lucy's heart is somewhat worried. She naturally believed that during the period of separation from her husband would definitely not mess around outside, and he did not have this energy. Not to mention that he had been in the detention center for a long time. But she is not so loyal. When she was in the black coal kiln, she yielded to the overseer's lustful power and became his concubine for a long time. She betrayed her husband almost every day. She was very worried that one day her husband would know all this, and then despise herself and even get angry with herself. So she made up her mind deep in her heart that she must take this matter to the coffin and never let anyone know. Chapter